Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, baby, representing Team Kings of Games. And I got some homebrew today, you guys. I got some 60 card goo. Well, it is missing some dangers, so it's not fully 60 card. Once I get the rest of those dangers, it'll be 60 card. Shoutouts to basically the Duelist boys, because they really helped me to get a lot of this. I ended up trading them yesterday, like Toon Kingdom a couple cards, and they helped me to get the Orcust, the Dangers, the Thunders, like everything. This is 60 card Danger Thunder Orcust. I made it last night on Dueling Nexus. It was just a random idea in my head. I ended up spanking dinos, outgrinded Invoke Shadal. We broke each other's boards multiple times, and I outgrinded them with the Thunder Engine and the Orcust. They carried me too. Crescendo is so nice. The fact that you could just banish Crescendo for follow-ups, banish Fusion for follow-ups, have like self-replacing and self-containing engine. It's just like so powerful. It's ridiculous. Like this deck just carries itself. It's so broken. Like playing against strikers, Ash, compulsory evacuation device, Widow Anchor, Nibiru, still played through all of it. Like goodness gracious. Played around Mystic Mine. This deck is just savage, you guys. I'm gonna show you guys some combos so I can explain the spice. But yeah, like I said, this was a random idea. I just slapped it together at first online and started testing it, and then I learned my own deck better and better. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to build this in real life. So went to my friends and I was like, you guys have these cards, I really need to build this. Like this deck's crazy. This is so 3 stacks too. 60 card MetaMask decks. This deck is crazy. So I'll show you guys the combos. I came up with some really cool combos, refined them a bit just by practicing them more, and this is not even the first take of the video. So let's go ahead and get into this profile, you guys. I'm gonna just get the profile done as quickly as I can with still good depth, so I can show you guys the combos. This deck is super duper savage, and yeah, it does play through interruptions like crazy. Like I'm telling you, like bro, almost every deck I played last night was just playing so many hand traps. It's ridiculous. Dueling Nexus ranked, I guess, is like a little bit different. Maybe in real life it's a different thing, but online is kind of like one thing. But I did test it online, and it was incredible. I didn't even have a side deck, and I was just whooping people. So we're starting with the best normal summon of the deck, Scrap Recycler. This card is full combo by itself. I'll explain it when we get into the combo sequence. But Scrap Recycler will end you on a board that has Union Carrier, double Gal. It will have Thunder Dragon Roar, Dark, and Thunder Dragon Hawk in rotation. An Orchestrated Nightmare, a World Wand, a Skeleton. You'll have Ding. You will have a multitude and a surplus of follow-ups. Off of one Scrap Recycler, gets you all your Orcust cards that you need engraved for your turn, and it gets you your Thunder setup, and it will leave a Thunder Dragon Dark on the field so that when it dies, you search Fusion so you can kill your opponent next turn. And you have a board that's really hard to break. You'll have a send-off of Long Gearsu and a send-off of Ding Gearsu with Scrap Recycler by himself. If you add a Danger to the mix, a Dark Extender, you would use your Union Carrier to target the Dark and equip your Thunder Dragon Dark to it, or your Roar, and at that point, then you can possibly summon Titan before you restrict yourself to Dark. Also, if you open OG Thunder Dragon plus Scrap Recycler, you can absolutely summon Thunder Dragon Titan turn 1 before you even go into the Orcust combo. I think the best way to do it, which is funny, is Scrap Recycler by himself without those cards, because I feel like Follow-Up Titan is stronger. Because when you have Follow-Up Titan, then you have this. You can just use his effect, chaining to OG, to pop himself, chain his effect to banish Dark, and then you use Dark's effect to search. And you can even do that on your opponent's turn. That's how I do this deck a lot. I'm using Titan to pop himself, to banish Dark and Roar so I can plus. People need to start thinking big brain like that. People always using Titan to pop cards on your opponent's field. Now I'm popping himself, and I'm chaining his effect to just banish to protect them. But anyway, Scrap Recycler is full combo. It gets you your Thunder and your Orcust in the same turn. One Scrap Recycler, nothing else. That's how broken and big brain this deck is. And all my combos, I came up with them myself. This is crazy, you guys. Like, you guys should try this list. It's super fire. This is Team Kings of Games, baby. So for the Dangers, I want to play 3 of all of them, but these are the ones that I have for right now. 3 Mothman, 3 Dogman, only 2 Bigfoot, but I would definitely play 3. 2 Thunders. The thing with the big Dangers like Dogman, Thunderbird, and Bigfoot is they attack over cards like Appaloosa, Defense, Borlo Savages, Arc Lights, cards like Endymion, cards like Jackal King. You don't even have to play into the negates. They're either going to negate the danger in hand or it's just going to summon itself. So no matter what, they're going to bait the negate or just kill the card. So it's nothing like just good old-fashioned just beat down. Just summon your dangers, attack over the negates, main phase 2, do all your shenanigans. Like this, the fact that like Bigfoot is like still at 3, like dangers are broken, you guys. Like absolutely. Like, they're kind of slept on right now. People aren't really playing them, but Dangers are super broken extenders, especially in this deck. Dangers get converted to Union Carrier. You could target a Danger, equip Orcust Nightmare or Thunder Dragon Dark, link it off with another random extender, because not Union Carrier because it can't be linked. Basically, you'll just use 2 other dangers, a danger plus the one that was equipped off Union Carrier, to get the card you equipped off Union Carrier to the grave. So if you already have Orcust cards, you equip Thunder Dragon Roar to this, link it off with another danger into, any random link to generic. Trigger Roar to summon Dark, link with Dark, trigger Dark to just search. You can get Hawk, you get Fusion, you can get OG. If you already have OG, you just search Fusion. Like, there's just so much you can do with this deck. It's crazy. The dangers are just so busted. You can have all dangers, no Thunders, no Orcust. Union Carrier will get you there. Union Carrier is so busted in this deck. 1 Nessie, 1 Tsuchinoko, 1 Chupacabra. I would play 3 Chupacabras, 1 Jackalope, and I would play Ogopogos too in this deck if I had them. But for right now, even though this seems like a lot of dangers, I would absolutely max out on all of them because they just get you there. Even if it's not hard drawing into the cards, like I said, Union Carrier, just make them. It's super busted. And they also really help with Recycler when because playtesting online, like when he gets Veilered, well, it wasn't nice that they had double Veilered, but basically you normal Recycler, if it gets Ashed, Veilered, or Imperm, you just activate Danger, summon it, make Recycler, and then just go full combo. Make Scrap Wyvern, go full combo, playing through the Ash or the Veiler or the Imperm. So normally when you play against this deck, going first, it doesn't even have to open a strong hand. It could just be Recycler, a Danger, and 3 bricks. 3 bricks, Danger, Recycler, you're playing through at least 2 hand traps, which is crazy. So this deck is gas, you guys. For the Thunder cards, we're playing 3 OGs. OG's nice. If you open OG plus Recycler, like I said, it's crazy. Recycler by itself does so much, but also Orcust Gearsu. I'm proxying Battery Man Solar for Mech Knight Orcust Gearsu. That card is crazy too. We'll get there when we get there, but Danger, Thunder, Orcust is broken, you guys. Even though all 3 of the decks are hit on the ban list, this deck's so nice. So OG's insane. OG's like one of the best ones to open with. You open Dark and you have a way to get to Fusion. You just pitch Dark, search a copy of himself because you want to get a Dark Engrave. Then you just recycle your OGs, your random stuff, summon Titan with the Dark in hand. That way, you have a way to pop on your opponent's turn, and then next turn, you'll be able to just trigger Titan to pop himself off the OGs that you recycle off of Fusion, and then banish the Dark Engrave so that you can get a free search. So the Dark just turns into so many cards. Like, you could just turn 1 or 2 cards into like 5 cards with this deck. Even on your opponent's turn, so many shenanigans, it's crazy. This deck is just out of nowhere. Like, it's not even there's not a template for this online where it's just like a standard like, oh, Danger, Thunder, Orcust is an actual meta deck. It's like top 5. No, this is just random goo that works so good, it's actually meta viable. It's crazy. I'm playing 3 Roars. Roar is nice. I love the loop with Roar and the Fusion. You just banish it, add Roar, pitch Roar, add this back, activate it, summon Titan. It's just so good. Titan pop himself, you guys. Titan pop himself. Banish those cards. 3 copies of Thunder Dragon Hawk. Hawk is insane, you guys. It's actually part of the loop. That's how the Scrap Recycler gets so much, because you basically, like I said, you equip Thunder Dragon Dark to a Dark monster, a Thunder Dragon Roar to a Dark monster, link it off because it's equipped, it'll fall off. Summon Dark, link Dark off because it's equipped, it'll search. Because it's on the field, it'll search for Hawk. Hawk to Reborn the Dark, leave the Dark on field, so whether your opponent kills it or not, you're going to get it from the field to the grave, or if it gets banished, and you're just going to search for a Thunder Dragon card. It's insane, you guys. So these are the really, really good Thunder cards, maxing out on them, and I played 2 Matrix. It's the worst one, but at the same time, it's a way to trigger Titan. So if you open OG in a way to get to Fusion, you're gonna do your Dark, you're gonna do your Roar Dark loop off of Union Carrier to search Fusion, so you can summon Titan and use Matrix on your opponent's turn to pop Titan, chain his effect to banish the Dark or the Roar from your graveyard, so that you can just trigger their effect and you can plus. That's why OG is so important, because it gets you the names you need for Fusion, so you can leave a Dark or a Roar in your graveyard to pop your own Titan. That's the best big brain play with the Thunder Dragon Titan, so you can plus even more. Like, this deck just gets a multitude of follow-ups. The boards are very hard to kill. You have multiple interruptions. You can have Omni negations, and not only are they hard to kill, but even if you break the board, like I said, multitude of follow-ups. I have either Crescendo or Thunder Dragon Fusion for whatever option I have. I have Dangers. I just, like, the Orcust engine online is just so hard to kill once it gets going. The same with Thunders, because once you start looping Fusions, it's just crazy. So these are 3 Mech Knight Orcust Gearsus, not Solars. 3 Mech Knight Orcust Gearsus. I'm going to say that one more time. 3 Mech Knight Orcust Gearsus. So if you're watching this profile and you skim past it, you're going to think this is Solar. It's 3 Mech Knight Orcust Gearsus. I'm just proxying them. And Orcust Gearsu can be almost full combo with a couple extenders, because you dump the Orcust card, you summon the token, link him and the token into Union Carrier, summon a couple Dangers, Union Carrier to target one of the Darks. Go do the Roar combo I was telling you about, link those off, Roar and Dark, link it off, search a Thunder Dragon card, It's crazy. So Mega Knight Orcust Gearsuit plus extenders can get you into your Orcust cards and your basically your Thunder engine too. So that's where the normal summons of the deck become just stupid powerful because they meld both the engines together like glue. And even if you don't draw one of the 6 normals, you still, the dangers can just RNG into everything. Not only they RNG into everything, but they make Union Carrier. So everything always falls together dang near every time. It's crazy. So Mega Knight Orcust Gearsuit, 3 copies of Orcust Nightmare. You do want a hard draw. It's really, really nice, you guys. 2 copies of Simple Skeleton. You don't have to play 2 Best Bombard, but I actually like Orcust names. Because if you don't open a Scrap Recycler or a Gearsuit, the next best normal summon is an Orcust. So you can hard summon Gal, even if you're going second, to just summon Ding on top of it. Bait and negate, protect him, and swing over another card. So you're clearing 2 interruptions, which is crazy. And if you have Bigfoot, you're breaking boards. You can break boards with just like Bigfoot, Random Danger, Normal Bombard, make Gal, and then overlay the Ding on top of it. Try to send. They're like, oh, I negate. Okay, negate and destroy, detach, protect, attack, attack. You clear 3 interruptions just with random shenanigans. Super duper strong. And then 2 copies of Wand to finish up the Orcust. So if you see I'm playing a really, really heavy engine on Orcust and Thunders, everything works. You do want to draw the cards. If you don't, you RNG into them off the Dangers and Union Carrier. But no matter what, you want to see Dangers, Thunders, and Orcust some way, somehow. And if not, you want to see Thunders and Orcust. But no matter what, the engine that carries you the farthest is the Orcust. They will carry you longer. But the Thunders is really, really important too. 1 Scrap Golem. This is not Commander Covington. This is Scrap Golem. It's my proxy. And then 1 O-Line, so that Scrap Recycler is a self-contained 1-card combo. 3 Allures. This could be Pot and Greed. Allures is nice. 2 copies of Orchestrated Return. This is also a proxy. Return is really, really broken in this deck. Draw 2. You see so many crazy cards. This deck's full of good cards, bro. It's gas. 2 Fusion. 2's good. You don't want to play 3? You can, but hard drawing it when you just don't have the proper Thunder setup in your hand or your grave, it's kind of just like, okay, Danger, pitch it, now next turn I'll just use it for a follow-up. But you want to just keep it kind of balanced. And you still have Verta Anaconda to just dump it, pay 2,000, summon a Titan too. And then we have Gold Sark. This is actually World Legacy Succession, not Monster Reborn. World Legacy Succession for the Lib. You'll see. And then 1 Babel and 1 Crescendo. For the extra deck, I won't take too much time. 2 Gauss, 1 Long. Stop sleeping on Orcustrion. Stop. Okay? This card's broke. Like, if you guys follow my Orcust content, you guys know I love Orcustrion. The card's just so insane. You put a Titan in his zone where he's linked. Now, the Titan's hard to kill, and he's, like, stronger than Titan. Like, because he can't destroy by battle or card effects. 2 Ding, 2 Thunder Dragon Titans. You want to have 2 so you can loop them. Fusion, put 1 back to summon the first one. So you want to make sure you always have 1 in extra deck so you can actually recycle the Titans and just keep looping them. Titan pop itself, you guys. That's one of the plays I want you guys to walk away from this profile with. If you're playing Thunder Dragons and you're not popping your own Titan, you're tripping. And I've been said that. I said in my Thunder Dragon profile, I was like saying, and people were even commenting saying, dang, that is big brain. Like, but it's not like, oh, look at me. It's like, think of it that way. Titan can pop any card. Why not pop itself in plus instead of just popping 1 card on their field? So for links, we play Union Carrier, the best link in this deck. Scrap Wyvern is insane too. Leeb is insane. Verta Anaconda is insane. Curios, you can make it off the Scrap combo. You could still use Wyvern, Recycler, and Golem to go into Curios. Or you could just go Union Carrier and just equip more stuff. Like, most of the time, you just Curios off of 3 random Dangers when your hand's not that strong. You still haven't seen any of your powerful normal summons. You just Curios, dump more random Orcust cards and dump Thunder cards. Like, you just, it's crazy how the deck just comes together. IP is one of the cards, like, you use it to make the Appaloosa. You can even use it to link with this and leave to go in Appaloosa, shuffle a card, have Appaloosa, so that's already an interruption. And then Appaloosa will be protected by the Ding Gearsuit. So you have 2 negates, you have the shuffle, Ding Gearsuit protect. If you have the counter trap, it's just more nuts. If you have Long Gearsuit, it's incredible. Because then you get Ding to protect, Long to send, this to shuffle, Apple for 2 negates. The board's too hard to crack because Ding's going to protect it. Because normally at that point, you just Ding to attach something. It's just crazy. So now I'm going to show you guys the combo. 14 minutes in. Alright, cool. So I got time. So now for the combo, I'm going to show you guys first Scrap Recycler by himself. Just Scrap Recycler. So normal summon Scrap Recycler. I'm just going to grab the cards that I would use for the combo real quick so I can speed it up. Okay, that. And I'm going to try to move fast so that you guys can see multiple combos. So if you need to rewatch the video to keep up with the combo, or if you miss something, you can always go back. But I don't want to take too long because I want you guys to be able to catch the combo and actually like notice how it operates. So normal summon Recycler, Recycler by himself basically. And you need a random card to pop if you want to keep Wyvern, so it'd be even better. So really, you could call it a 2-card combo if you want, but it's just scrap Recycler. O-Lion, summon a token, link him and the O-Lion into Wyvern, and the token. Then you're gonna go Wyvern, Reborn Recycler, destroy him, special summon Golem from deck. I'm gonna try to move fast so I can get to the combo, more than one at least. And then you're gonna go Golem, Reborn Recycler, Recycler effect to send World Wand, and then you're gonna go ahead and take these two, summon Leap. Then you're gonna go ahead and set your Succession because World Wand's in the grave. Set Succession, remember Reborn Succession. Activate it and bring back Scrap Golem. Then use Scrap Golem to bring back Recycler. Then you're gonna use Recycler. You're gonna go ahead and dump Orcust Nightmare. And the next thing you're gonna do is you can go ahead and take this Scrap Wyvern and this Golem, link them since they're both Earths. This should have been summoned over there. My bad. And keep in mind where we're summoning out, so that's still going to be able to point. Alright, cool. So yeah, zones matter because the proper placement to set up, you'll see. So then basically you summon Union Carrier. You're not going to use this effect yet. You're actually going to go Nightmare. Target anything on your field, and you're going to send Skelly. You can get greedy with this combo too. So you can go Wand to bring this back. And then you're going to go Union Carrier, target the Nightmare. This is where the big brain sauce comes from. 3 stacks, baby. Alright, so a quick Roar to the Nightmare. Then you're going to link those off. That's going to fall off. Then you're going to go ahead and summon your first copy of Galatea, triggering Thunder Dragon Roar. Since you're locked in the dark, you can still summon Thunder Dragon Dark, which makes this combo even better. Remember, 1 Scrap Recycler. So keep in mind, I have Orcust Nightmare, I have Skeleton, I have Gal online now. I have a Union Carrier that if it doesn't die, it turns into more nonsense. I have a Thunder Dragon Dark. You guys see where I'm getting at? All Scrap Golem. This is some crazy stuff. No, I didn't get this idea from anybody. So we're going to go ahead. So one thing you could do where it changes, you can go Gal early to shuffle the wand and just set Babel and activate it. Or you can do this. You can go Ding to get the wand, so you can have the more follow-ups. So the combo sets up a board that can just replace itself easily, and you get to have multiple follow-ups, which is crazy. Then you're going to link the Ding and the Dark into another copy of Galatea, triggering the Dark, which is going to then search for Thunder Dragon Hawk, right? Thunder Dragon Hawk is in your hand now. And then you're going to activate Simple Skeleton, banish it, target the Gal, make sure she's special summoned to where she points to your opponent's extra monster zone. That's important for the long Gear Suit interaction. So zone placement matters too. Then you're just going to put the Skeleton back, set and activate Babel, pitch your Hawk to summon Thunder Dragon Dark. And at this point, you can just go ahead and take the lead. And the Gal, it really hurts to just get rid of the lead right now, but you're doing it for a reason. And then you're going to go ahead and link. You could summon a Crusher or Long. I would do Long. So you summon Long. Remember, Gal's pointed to their extra monster zone. So Long Gear Suit is actually crazy. So right now, this is your inning board off of 1 Scrap of Recycler. So it's more to get your engine set up so that you can just keep playing past turn 1. Instead of just going into Appaloosa and things like that, you work set up for a little bit less interruptions, but look at your grave. You have a multitude of follow-ups. You have Wand. You also have the Nightmare there. You have Dark on the field, which is going to turn to more cards. You have Ding, Gear Suit, and Grave. So what happens on your opponent's turn is you basically just Shotgun Nightmare whenever you want to. You Shotgun Nightmare. You send the Skeleton, and then you can usually just use Skeleton to bring back Ding. Send one of your opponent's cards on the field to the grave. Then you activate Long whenever they have a monster in their extra monster zone. Which we're in Master Roll 5, so they might be able to bypass that, but you still get this. Then you can use Long, shuffle these two, send one of their linked monsters to the grave. So you get a send off Ding, send off Long. Keep in mind, Thunder Dragon Dark is here on the field, so this is a really hard board to crack. He can't be destroyed by card effects. Then when the board does get cracked, keep in mind, Dark is going to die, which means you can just search for Fusion, right? And then if this board doesn't die, you're basically going to kill your opponent anyways, but you could search for Fusion normally. And even if the whole board gets cracked, as long as you don't get killed, which is really hard to play past this board, basically you're still going to have the World Wand engraved, and you also have the Thunder Dragon Fusion in hand. So 1 Scrap Recycler gets you all this. And next turn, you can just go Fusion. You can just put back the Roar, the Hawk, and the Dark. Summon out your free Titan. Whew. We're 20 minutes in. Summon your free Titan. And then you can just go Wand. My bad. I shuffled back. My bad. So at that point, if you want Wand to be a follow-up, you would just use Galatea instead of Longirsu to send when the board was still up. You would use Galatea and you would go ahead and set a proxy copy of Orchestrated Return so that you still have one of your banished Orcus. And what I would do is I would probably just shuffle the Skeleton and leave the Nightmare. So then on your follow-up plays, this is all engraved, you could just go Wand to bring this back out. And then you could activate the face-down Orchestrated Return, send this off, draw 2, and still have that play engraved. And you still have the Titan. And it's all off of one Scrap Recycler. The thing is, you're getting access to your Thunder cards and your Orcus cards off Recycler. So if we go back to that same play of the Scrap Recycler combo, I'm just going to fast forward a bit to this part of the sequence where we have the Wyvern, we have the Leap, and we used it to reborn the Golem and brought back the Recycler and dumped the Nightmare, right? So if you have OG Thunder Dragon in hand, you could just pitch, add, and that way when you do this combo and you trigger out Dark, you use Dark to search Thunder Dragon Fusion, and you could summon a Titan turn 1 with your same Orcus combo. Also, if you just have a random Dark extender, like a Danger, when you make your Union Carrier, you can even make Union Carrier off of these. Same thing, the same sequence with Scrap Recycler. When you make Union Carrier, you can equip to the Danger the Thunder Dragon Roar, which is crazy. So if you opened OG in hand already, which is really, really sick, or if you open Fusion, which is incredible. So if you open Fusion or OG, it gets better. I'm just showing you guys what adds to the combo. So basically, you just can equip these to that. And you basically can just then link these off. And for example, you could just summon a generic like IP because they're not linked monsters. And then you could just trigger Roar to summon out Dark. And at that point, you could link with the Dark and the IP. And you could summon Verde, trigger Dark's effect. And then you would just basically, you would search out the, where's my boy at? The Matrix. Then you would just use your OG, you know, grab a OG. You have the Matrix in hand. So this is just when you have like Scrap Recycler plus your good Thunder cards. And basically you're just using the Verta Anaconda just to be a link so that you can get that effect. And then you would just Fusion, you know, put these back. Leave Dark in your graveyard though. So you would put Roar back. Summon your Titan. Leave Dark in your grave. And you have basically the Matrix and the Thunder Dragon. And you still have Nightmare and Wand engraved. So then you do your Orcus combo. You're leaving Verta Anaconda there just to be there. Then you do your Orcus play, set your board up, and then on your opponent's turn, you have the Matrix to add to whatever your Orcus give you, and you just use Matrix to pop your own Titan. You use Titan's effect to protect itself, and you banish the Thunder Dragon Dark that you left engraved. Because remember, you shuffled back the Roar. So you banish Dark, and you trigger Dark's effect. You can search for any Thunder Dragon card. So at that point, you're searching for another follow-up, a card like Hawk. So on your next turn, you're going to have the follow-ups off of the Orcus cards, especially being able to set Crescendo on your opponent's turn after you get up Babel. So you have the Crescendo, you have the Orcus cards engraved, you have OG in hand, you'll have Hawk, you'll have the banished, you'll have the Thunder Dragon Fusion that you can banish to add anything. Then you can pitch Hawk to bring back Dark, link Dark off, just get so much. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the bread and butter right there. Like, dang, I don't have enough time to show you guys the Mech Knight Orcus Girsu combo. The video is probably just gonna cut off at this point. But yeah, you guys saw the gist of that. With Orcus Girsu, I explained in the profile. It's not that complicated to figure it out, but basically you do need extenders to get fully there. But just Girsu dump, you know, for example, a Nightmare, summon your token, and then you just need extenders. Like it could be Hawk, OG, Dangers, you know, either way. Just like say for example, you just get a couple bodies on field. And you could pretty much do almost the same exact combo. Almost. So you'll obviously take him in the token. and you'll make Union Carrier. Use it to equip a Thunder Dragon, Roar, or Dark to this. Then you link those off, and you do the same thing. Trigger your Roar, trigger your Dark. Just get into your Orcust, and you get into your Thunders at the same time. So you guys are catching the gist of my deck of how it works. I built it for everything to just kind of meld together like perfectly, like a well-oiled machine. That's how the deck functions. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this profile. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the insight. I taught you guys how to pilot my deck to an extent. I'm going to say a quick prayer. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Jesus. Thy kingdom come, and thy will be done on earth just as it is in heaven. Please give us this day our daily bread, Lord, and please forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, Father, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the glory, and the power forever. In the mighty name of Jesus I pray. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Amen. All right, peace out, yo.